Pills. This is Xonia, and you are in the zone. Today, I want to do a quick little kind of review of one of my theme decks. I don't have a whole lot of time this week because I had our school festival this last weekend, and that is a ton of work, and so I'm actually making this on Monday to try and get this out for you guys before it is your Monday. But somebody left this message in one of the comments saying, why don't you go over some of your decks? I figure you might appreciate that a little bit more than the news videos, because I know some of you are not exactly excited about the news videos. So I thought we'd go ahead and do that. So here we are on curlad.net. Again, if you do not know this site, you need to go to this site. It is an excellent database of all the cards and has one of the easiest and best ways to sort for specific cards. Here you can put in the card name. Here you can put in any kind of conditional. Here you can choose whatever the ability is. Here you can check for the bonus, in other words, choosing the clan. Then you can choose rare, uncommon, common, LD, CR, or ELO. Sorry, yes, that's ELO. Alright, so you can actually have even more refined search options. If you just go ahead and click this, it will go ahead and give you even more options of, for example, power between, damage between, stars between, cost between, based on their cost simulator. This was the old standard version, so you don't really need that. But then you can also look by artist. If you want to actually search by artist, you can do that on this site. And then if you want to search by date, and this is how I usually look for cards on my other videos when I'm trying to show you the history of cards, is I come here and I search every single one of these individually until I've found everything that I need. Well, anyway, today I want to go over a minus pills deck, so a pill removal deck. I think taking away pills is a lot of fun, and I do not have that mission finished yet, so what we want to do is we want to go over here to the ability, not the conditional. We don't care about conditional. Any conditional is fine. We want to go down here. There's plus first, then minus. When it comes to minus, we got minus op pilsmin Y, but you need to be careful because they also have a heading down here under a minus X pilsmin Y. So we may find a few extra cards under there. I think this is the incorrect one, so I'm going to go ahead and start with this one and see what pops up. Alright, because they have backlash, so we have Raquel and Norman, both of these with backlash. So probably not what we're going to want in a pills deck, and this is minus pills for us. So yes, this is minus X of your pills, min Y, as opposed to opponent's pills. So let's go ahead and do the search that we actually want. And let's see what happens. Oh, looks like we got a whole bunch here. It's like 29 characters found. Alright, so if we go down, looks like the cards currently in UR, well, let's go down to the bottom. Yep, we can see Vortex. Well, I can, you can't, sorry. The size of the window is a little bit bigger for me. We got Blidgy, MC Leroy, Antoinette, Baldovino, Madelon, Verislav, Brampa Noel, Thorpa, Winsy, Balorg, El Krieger, Koshiro, Gil, Neil, Tremor, Naginata, Ansem, Dahlia, CR, Dr. Alma, Hawkins, Parma Barb, Cheryl, Roxy, Veronica, Plunk, Saho, and the two you can't see are Yomi, LD, and Isabad. So when I'm looking to build a deck, obviously for something like this, there are some things to keep in mind. The first thing you're going to want to think of is, how do I make sure this actually works? So one of the things that I immediately am drawn to are clans like Skeels, which will protect my pills abilities. I'm drawn to Piranhas because it has SOB. I'm drawn to Geist because it has that SOA in order to stop other cards with SOA. And so those are kind of the ones that I jump to first when I'm looking at things for minus pills. The next thing that I look for is kind of the number of pills and the minimums. So obviously we have Skeels here, we have Plunk, Saho, and Yomi LD. Yomi LD is minus 2 op pills, min 1. Saho is minus 2, but it's min 4 and a really crappy power of 6. And then we got Plunk, which is a defeat card, which is really amazing. Defeat or growth are the kind of cards that you really want to have in your deck, because then you don't even have to win the round, and those are really good throw-off cards. To keep the opponent guessing as to whether or not you're trying to get them to lose pills by playing or by olding. And so what I'm looking at here is we basically, in skills, we've only got Plunk and Yomi. Now, Yomi at least. Yomi was not around when I made this deck. So I don't know if I would use skills, because I would end up with a bunch of cards that weren't actually minus pills. Then we've got Pussycats, no, Piranhas. So Piranhas here I think has the most, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they are probably definitely going to be in the deck that I would want to make. In fact, they are. And we've only got the one here from Naginata with minus pills. In junks, we've got Gil, -3, -4, Neil with a defeat of -2, -3, and Tremor with -2, -1. Not too bad. Not too bad overall. And then we've got Balorg, Elk, Krieger, and Koshiro. Again, we've got a Courage, 2 defeats, but, you know, Elk is a little bit so-so. I mean, anytime that I have a card that has -1 pill, honestly, it's almost not even worth it to me, because you're not actually making a lot of headway. You're going to have to win twice as many rounds as if I just stick in some sneaky cards with -2. So even to me, Saho is better than Krieger in this case. And we've got Frozen with Winzy, Thorpa, and Brompa Noel. And then we've got Freaks with a whole bunch now with Antoinette, Baldovino, Madelone, and Verislav. The one issue that I see right away from Freaks, though, is that a lot of these are -3. And I love defeat cards, but honestly, if you're going to have a defeat, it needs to be lower than -3, or you can only have really one of those in your deck. And then finally, we've got Glidgy and MC Leroy up here. So, I looked at all of these cards previously, and I tried to decide on a deck, and actually what I ended up with was, since this is a kind of a themed deck, I don't really care about the bonuses. I do want to protect it if I can, but I'm not going to need that every single time, and you're not going to be able to get every single card through always for the minus pills. So this is the deck that I ended up settling on, based on what I had. A little strange, but for me this really works. So basically I have three clans with 1 splash. So Winzy is my splash because he is a defeat with -1 opponent pill, -1. So basically I can use him anytime. I can even use him on round 3, and if the opponent does not spend all of his pills, then I'm good to go. So I've got 3 defeat cards in this deck. I've got Winzy, Neil, and Parmabarb. You can notice I've got Parmabarb, again, he's -2, -3, and Neil is -2, -3. It's one of the things I don't like about this deck, but you can't really do much better and keep it to where you're probably going to get your bonus each time. So I have specifically in this deck as well Piranhas because of their SOB, which is going to protect my abilities. We've got Dahlia CR with the 8 power, very strong leading card, -3, low min of 4, which is great. Dr. Alma is one of the golden cards for this deck. Is so good because you can hold on to her until round 3 if you want to. You can chuck her early if you didn't get anything else good and you need to do a little bit of damage and you're actually trying to win the round. But overall, she's going to be a really excellent round pill card, allowing you to take 2 or 3 away, and with a min of 1, meaning she is always going to be useful, unless your opponent completely pills out after round 1. Then we have Hawkins here, again -2, min 1, not a lot of damage, but Hawkins is just one of those great 2-stars you always want. Parmabarb, great because he's going to lose everything. That's the one reason I really like him. With that 5 power, he's not going to win any rounds. Then we've got our Junks half, which is Gil, Neil, and Tremor. Again, Gil, one of those staple opening killer cards, and also ELO banned, but so be it. With -3 op pills when the min 4, he's a really good leading card, even a good bluff in order to try and help pull some of these min 1s later. Tremor, again, absolutely fantastic with his min 1, just like Hawkins, except 1 more star, and then Neil, again, with the defeat. I really like this deck because it lets me keep the opponent guessing whether or not I'm going to be chucking a bunch of pills at them, or I'm going to be using almost no pills whatsoever. So if you need to do minus pills and there's some kind of event, or you're just trying to get through those 2,500 pills for the mission, I really would recommend this deck to you. Even though you're not going to get your bonus every single time, you are going to be able to cause a whole bunch of trouble. So I hope you enjoyed this kind of deck review. If you've got a better pill deck that you think down below, please leave that. See, this deck is meant specifically for pills, so you know, if you have a mostly minus pills deck with even 1 DR, probably going to be better than this. But for me, when I'm going through minus pills missions, I don't care if I win or lose. The most important thing to me is that I get cards, and every single card is a minus pill card, and taking away pills every single time. Because if you play a match and you don't take away any pills, then what was even the point? Pretty much useless overall for your objective or goal. So that's all for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed this deck review. If you like it, let me know below, and maybe I'll do more of these in the future. And if you really liked it, don't forget to send it to your friends, share it with your friends, and as always, don't forget to subscribe for more of my Urban Rivals videos. This is Xonia, and you've been in the zone.